What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So it is another day where we are going to be having another Easter egg happening within Black Ops Cold War, probably within Warzone as well today. So here we go. So over here on our screen we have our two tapes. You guys can see we have 1968 to 1969. We have V1 of that. We have 1961 to 1962. We have V2. So these are two different tapes. We previously had a different tape called 1961 1962 V.1, and that tape, I mean, like the footage that actually shows up on the screens, these are the exact same, but it now has new numbers that pop up. So we don't know exactly what those numbers do yet, and I'm sure we're going to be getting new numbers, of course, within like the new tape that's going to pop up here in just a moment. Like, what do we got? We got about 15 seconds, all right? That's when that one's going to pop up. And then we're probably also going to be getting a V2 tape of the 1968 to 1969 one as well. So, okay, here we go. Are we ready? This is happening. Oh, got an alarm going off to make sure I'm not still asleep when this is happening. Here we go. All right. It is past 12. Oh, there it is. 1972 to 1973 V1, and it's the blue tape. Here we go.
The weekly military casualty figures were released today in Saigon. 11 Americans were killed in combat, 20 were wounded. More than 900 South Vietnamese soldiers were killed and more than 3,200 South Vietnamese wounded.
In one important aspect, the offensive has backfired badly on the North Vietnamese. It has harmed them politically inside South Vietnam. For the first time, there is a remarkable degree of political solidarity in the country. President Thieu is firmly in control. The only criticism has come from opposition leaders who felt they had to say something to protect their position.
Okay, I'm going to bring up a document
Even they
that I
have
can
not
write down
blamed
all of
Thieu
these
for
numbers
the
on.
communist successes.
Just talking about Vietnam.
President Thieu's position is still largely dependent on the support he gets from Washington. He is the American choice to run Vietnam.
Just talking about Vietnam. Pretty cool. Oh, and the note, the EMC2 note got updated with day 3, 1972 and 1973. That's what it said.
We are certifying the 26th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States.
That amendment, as you know, provides for the right to vote of all of our young people between 18 and 21. 11 million new voters as a result of this amendment.
A massive shock rippling out of the mountains just north of the San Fernando Valley. Hitting here, missing there, but shaking most of Southern California.
Refresh the page.
Fires.
Oh yeah, no, we're good. Vietnam War. Shrek updated their Instagram story again.
I think Pete's absolutely right about this medical job. This is the first time we've ever had the space available to really adequately test a guy up there to see how he behaves under zero gravity for long periods. So we really don't know what's going to happen to the guy in the long term. And this is probably, to my mind, the single most important thing that we've got to do in Total
It says
Skylab.
the Treyer's Instagram post says 4 minutes 11 seconds on it.
In terms of making long journeys to somewhere else.
Now people are beginning to pick up the pieces.
What are you looking for down there?
Money and all sorts of things like spoons, forks, and knives, parts of mirrors, parts of plates, razor blades.
Have you found anything?
Yep, money, spoons, razor blades.
How much money did you find?
$4.98
How long are you going to keep digging?
till I have to go home.
I will only say that I've had some experience, and a great deal of experience, as a matter of fact, in this past year in dealing with communist leaders.
07.
I find that making a bargain with
That's
them is
first
not
number.
easy.
07.
And you get something from them only when you have something they want to get from you. The only way we're going to get our POWs back is to be doing something to them, and that means hitting military targets in North Vietnam, retaining a residual force in South Vietnam, and continuing the mining of the harbors of North Vietnam.
Apollo 16 lifts America back into space and gives our astronauts a dune buggy tour of lunar land.
Said like 411 was on
Okay.
Treyarch's Instagram story.
I think that it's interesting to consider what Margaret Mead said about women who are honored in authority in this country. She said that, in fact, widows are the only such women, because what you have to do is be married to a man who has a certain position,
411.
live out your role of childbearing and housekeeping. Then, through no fault of yours, he dies. And then alone,
It's like Frozen.
is it all right for you to take over his job?
Oh, there you
We've
go.
decided that that's awfully hard on the men.
Oh, okay, that is the same part of the video. Yeah. What does that mean? Why'd they post that?
Señor presidente,
Oh, sad.
vemos este hermoso espectáculo de niños en brazos de sus madres. Aquí están dos jóvenes madres con dos hermosas niñas que las abrazan.
At this rally in Silver Spring, Maryland, Governor Wallace's campaign is crushed by violence. Arthur Bremer, seen applauding a 21-year-old busboy, uses the cover of the crowd and the confusion to get close enough to the candidate for an attempted assassination.
Today was the critical operation for the governor to remove a bullet lodged near his spinal column and to find out whether the bullet had cut his spine.
Hmm. 25. 25 is the next one.
A controversial day in politics. A man arrested trying to bug the offices of the Democratic National Committee in Washington
Ooh.
turns out to be an employee of President Richard Nixon's re-election campaign committee. And perhaps a significant day for the
Watergate.
Vietnam peace negotiations. The president of the Soviet Union has left Hanoi, saying they will resume soon.
Mother Nature unleashes the fury of Hurricane Agnes across 4 states: Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New York. 134 lives are lost. Thousands are homeless. Runs into the
09.
millions.
That's the next number.
I can assure you that as Secretary General of this organization, I am deeply worried about this development. It is extremely serious. And it is for this reason that I decided on my own, I want to stress this, to put this question of terrorism and acts of violence on the agenda of the next General Assembly.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Warzone location or anything
Next
pop
up,
up on the
Moscow.
VCR. Have you guys seen it?
Purpose, a summit meeting between President Nixon and Soviet leaders Brezhnev and Kosygin. Agreement is reached on limitations of nuclear weapons, the sale of American wheat to the Soviets, and a trade of beverages, our soft drinks for their vodka.
Oh, I heard about this. This was something to do with like Pepsi. Pepsi became huge in Russia.
Another victory for personal diplomacy on a global scale.
In a field 4 miles from London Airport. The tail section was intact, but the body of the plane was demolished.
I guess it wouldn't be Russia, yes,
With the Paris
USSR.
peace talks stalled, the Vietnam War worsens.
So I do also got to point out we have new
Responding to a
tapes for
devastating
1968 to
Vietcong
69
offensive,
and
President Nixon
61 to
orders new
62.
measures.
All entrances to North Vietnamese ports will be mined to prevent access to these ports and North Vietnamese naval operations from these ports.
But Gorny was in Hanoi apparently to talk about a new peace effort. He said the visit was successful and that the Soviet Union will do everything it can to bring about a de-escalation of the Vietnam War.
Paris continues to be the focal point of world attention. American negotiators arrive for another in a long series of peace talks with the North Vietnamese. Presidential aide Henry Kissinger, a key figure in the lengthy and complex conferences, sounds a premature note of hope. We believe
federal indictments
54
today in the Watergate bugging affair.
That's the next number.
In spite of the increased
Plane
security,
crash happened in Britain?
West Germany continues to offer political asylum to
Interesting.
hijackers from communist countries. Just last week, the West German government refused to return 10 Czechoslovakians who killed a pilot during their hijack escape to the West.
As you know, I will soon be visiting the People's Republic of China, the Soviet Union. I go there with no illusions. We have great differences with both powers. We shall continue to have great differences. But peace depends on the ability of great powers to live together on the same planet despite their differences. We would not be true to our obligation to generations yet unborn if we failed to seize this moment to do everything in our power to ensure that we will be able to talk about those differences rather than to fight about them in the future.
Peking, historic site for an unprecedented meeting between East and West. Responding to a special invitation, President and Mrs. Nixon arrive, and Premier Zhou Enlai is on hand to extend an official welcome to the presidential couple. It's Mr. Nixon's initial move toward his self-proclaimed goal, a generation of peace.
Your page crashed? Oh, shoot.
A confident president, anxious to end the diplomatic freeze between the United States and China.
07.
No. Top aide Henry Kissinger
Next
joins the
number.
talks with Premier Zhou Enlai on Vietnam and East-West trade. The First Lady views giant pandas, a gift of the People's Republic. Personal presidential diplomacy tentatively parts the bamboo curtain.
Are these POWs?
His condemnation of U.S. military actions in Vietnam and revealing he brought back assurances from Hanoi about the release of American prisoners of war.
Including the foreign minister, talked for well over an hour with the prime minister, 2 hours and 45 minutes with the foreign minister, and I've got both verbal and written assurances about the prisoners.
Clarence Kelly, the president's choice to be permanent head of the FBI, cleared the Senate Judiciary Committee today. We'll have reports tonight on the economy, and we'll see what happened to a fat man who had part of his insides cut out in an effort to be a thin man.
What?
Massive crowds take to the streets of the Egyptian capital. Euphoria. After 5 lean years, there are signs that Egypt is about to stand on its own feet. They are cheering this man. It was then that President Anwar Sadat dropped his diplomatic bomb. He announced that the Russians had been asked to withdraw their advisors from Egyptian soil after nearly a decade of Soviet-Egyptian cooperation.
Those are the POWs in Vietnam. Awesome.
Televised violence can increase aggressive tendencies in some children. We will have to manage our program.
50.
I congratulate you
50's
for
next
that
one.
statement.
Ballot of the International Olympic Committee. Out of 70 ballots, 36 were to withdraw the invitation to the Rhodesian team, 31 were for maintaining it, and 3 were blank. This means the invitation to the Rhodesian team to participate in the games of the 20th Olympiad has been withdrawn.
The Rhodesians left angry.
Representatives of Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and Uganda were jubilant. The expulsion of Rhodesia culminated a campaign that saw American black athletes pledge to walk out with the Africans. Now their teams, they say, will unpack their suitcases, give up their threatened boycott, and the Summer Olympics can go on.
0-2.
Munich houses the Olympic flame as athletes from all over the globe gather for the traditional games. Officials hope that world tensions will not create an incident.
Okay, basketball. Oh, he missed. Wait. There was a red dot on, or an orange dot on that one.
Not going to comment
You guys see that?
White House on a third-rate burglary
Hang on.
attempt. Obviously, he said, we don't condone that kind of second-rate activity. There was little Republican reaction today to the charges that they mounted a massive intelligence and sabotage operation against the Democrats.
Without moving a chess piece, he emerged world champion. Spassky had phoned the judge and conceded to the stronger position Fischer had achieved at adjournment the night before.
In Paris, on Avenue Kléber, in a former Gestapo headquarters, politicians have been talking for 4 years about ending a war. The truth of the matter is that the Paris peace talks, hailed as a major breakthrough in 1968, have by 1972 achieved nothing. The delegates still turn up, make accusatory speeches, and leave. And yet in other parts of Paris, secret meetings between Americans and North Vietnamese did attempt to break the deadlock. The American initiative was led by President Nixon's special advisor, Dr. Henry Kissinger. Since 1970, he has met North Vietnamese leaders 12 times. At their meetings, he offered much of what the communists demanded: the withdrawal of American forces and new elections in South Vietnam. But all offers were rejected or ignored, and the whole American formula publicly rebutted by Hanoi.
Apollo 17, first nighttime launch in history.
So maybe it's not anything to do with Warzone today.
The body of former Chief Executive Harry S. Truman lies in state. Death came at 88 after a long and typically courageous struggle with illness. Former President and Mrs. Johnson and President and Mrs. Nixon attend rites.
President, are you ready to take the constitutional oath? If you will place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand, and please repeat after me. I, Richard Nixon, do solemnly swear.
I, Richard Nixon, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Preserve and protect
and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. So help me God.
Okay, Nixon gets sworn in.
Named Alexander Butterfield drops a bombshell. The president has secretly taped all of his White House conversations, including those involving Watergate. The president had already installed a new attorney general to handle Watergate. Harvard law professor Archibald Cox becomes special prosecutor. Picking up the gauntlet, Cox goes before Sirica to subpoena the elusive tapes. In his client's behalf, Charles Allen Wright pleads confidentiality to deny Cox's demand. Sirica holds Cox. He is in charge.
Oh, there's a Warzone code. Warzone
The
H8.
departure of Cox and Richardson draws a fair storm of protest.
Pull it up on this other
The
screen.
president backs down. However, the apparent acquiescence by the White House falls short of its promise when 2 of the key tapes mysteriously disappear. In 18 minutes of another tape turn up blank. Pressed for an explanation, Presidential Secretary Rosemary Woods blames it on a variety of miscues. Nevertheless, the House Judiciary Committee, under the chairmanship of Peter Rodino, is convened to consider impeachment.
WZ-H8-7294 8531. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got motocross.
While the president,
1853. That's about where we're at. Does it come back in at that same time?
at any time, the implication
No,
of his involvement.
maybe.
And I think that when the facts come out,
We went on the pay board in an effort to try to make the controls work, but it's now very clear that there's no real attempt to control inflation. The only real attempt is to control the wages of working people.
In the House of Representatives, there is not a member left who thinks the president will not be impeached, and apparently not many who will side with him when it comes to a vote.
Okay, so that's the end of the tape. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, bam. Oh, whoops. That's my Black Ops 3 stuff. H8. Where is H8? H8 is over here by the prison. Yo. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, boys. Where is it over by the prison, though? Where at? What are we looking for over here? Have people found it yet? Where by the prison? Yeah. That's where H8 is on the map, is right over here. I mean, it has like half the prison in the thing. Unless it's... Oh, is it that building? That shack? I'm gonna check out that shack. Okay, here we go. Let's do it, boys. We got another code. Let me bring up the code just in case, too. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's drop in. Where are we at? We gotta almost jump right off the bat. Oh, lordy. This is a bad one. I'll wait for just a second more. Come on, deploy my shoot. Okay, where's that shack I marked? It didn't mark it?
Going this way. There, I'm going.
Okay. I wonder if that's it. Unless it's in the prison, is it? Is it in the prison? Yeah, dude, I'm not even seeing anybody else. Like, nobody else on YouTube is found this or Twitter. So it doesn't look like anybody knows where in prison we're going. I'm not even gonna make it into the actual prison. Stream sniping 10 out of 10 for real though, for real. Return to combat area, bro. Holy shoot. Well, I gotta go around this? What in the world? I have never seen that before. Just a 300 freaking meters off, dude. Oh, helicopter. Bro, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. No! Is he shooting? No, guys, we're all trying to go over to the prison. No, stop shooting me, you dummy. Stop it. You're done. We're going for the prison for the freaking Easter egg, dude. I'm not gonna let you stop me. Okay, there's a truck.
An enemy team is hunting you. Stay alert. Enemy UAV overhead.
Did they fly that over here? I think it is this bunk, like this little shack thing. gosh. I can't imagine. I mean, it could be in the prison, but is this it? Is there like buttons over here? There is! There is! Oh my gosh, what's up? What's up, guys? What is this? What's this shack about? The clock is at, what, 1:50? Okay. There's some more tapes. What's new in here? What is that? What's that thing? Is this... Oh, is this like the RCXD Easter egg? Wait, what does that say? Something circled, but can't read what it says. Is there anything important in here? Is that the phone? What's going on? Bro, what is that? It's like frozen. Whoa. Bro. Oh, it's probably just lagging. The game's probably just lagging out. That's probably what it is. Oh my gosh. Hang on a second. Guys, I just got booted. Alright, well. Oh my gosh. Not even connecting. Dude. Okay, I didn't see anything in there though. So, hang on. Let me go over to this real quick. I'm gonna check out Noah. So we got 1 million people in here, but what's in here? Oh, he died. This is gonna be awful. In this tiny little shack. Oh, what a snipe. It doesn't even acknowledge it. Oh my gosh. Dude, my game still isn't connecting yet. Okay, there's the one. Like I said, that stuff has already been found.
Car being built on the table.
Oh.
So, dude, is that confirmation 100% that the RCXD car is coming back? Oh my god, there's too many people. I'm losing it, chat. I'm losing it, chat.
Oh my god.
Just stop streaming and you'll be fine. Yeah. Dude, that sounds like a great idea. I think I'll probably be fine if I just stop streaming. What do y'all think?
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Guys, please. Guys, please. Please, guys. I need everyone to just leave for 1 second. Just one.
Oh my gosh. Bro, this is the place to go if you want like multi-kills.
Chat, what do I do?
Nuts.
Stealth back out. We're stealth backing out. Stealth back out. Okay, quickly. We have to get into a new lobby before they realize I'm gone. We have to get into a new lobby before the stream snipers realize I'm gone. Stream snipers, I love you guys, but unless you are literally standing outside the shack with a riot shield and not going inside of it, don't join my game, please. I beg, I implore you. Hide the screen. Okay. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, hide the screen! Hide the screen, everyone! Nothing to see here! Wow.
This is hilarious.
I love Skyrim.
Hey, You.
Don't you guys?
Finally awake.
Don't you guys? Wow.
You were trying to
This
cross
Skyrim
the border,
playthrough is
right?
gonna be so lit, guys.
Walked right into that Imperial ambush. Same as us.
I love
and that thief
Skyrim.
over there. Damn you, stormcloaks.
Everybody type POG in the chat if you love Skyrim too.
See, I knew it was gonna be this shack.
Moving. Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a second.
Plunder. Secure cash by completing contracts, looting or eliminating targets. Mark a drop point for your team.
SAS with a gas mask? Okay, okay, okay. Yo, everyone's marking it! Yo! Let's go. Everyone and their mom's going here, dude. Oh, I might not make it. Oh my gosh. I need a vehicle. Getting there so slowly. There's gotta be a vehicle over here somewhere, right? I can't see any vehicles. Any vehicles where I'm about to land over here by port? ATV or something? ATV or something? Dang it. No, that guy's making it all the way! Yo!
Allied precision airstrike in.
Oh, I'm being tracked.
Hunting you. Stay alert.
Oh my gosh. There's an ATV. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Let's go. Alright, let me grab it. (7294843185331 8531). Oh! Our guy actually went into the thing. Not over to the shack. Okay, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off! Get off! Oh my gosh, dude. Has anybody opened it? Okay, what do we got? We got 0725. Wait, that's not it though. What is it? What was it? A5. Okay, I got the code. I got the code. I'm in. For some reason, I'm the only freaking person in the lobby here, dude. That's fine. See, they're building an RCXD over here on the table. There's something more for that cipher, for the PSG cipher. We got A and Z. We got a 4,500 milliamp hour lithium-ion battery. This is the RCXD Easter egg. And then we got this one. This is the next step of the NIC stack cipher. Broadcast signals need to be connected through certain NICs orders. Okay, and then we got new VHS tapes. There's another one. There's another one. Code word Trident. There's the 3rd out of 4 PSG. Is that something? Can't read that. I think it's too low of quality of an image to see that. But the clock is at 150.
You lost the enemy trackers.
Is there anything else in here? How am I the only one in this lobby, dude? I mean, it's cool though. That's cool. Nothing up here. Is that it? That's it, right? What do we do with this information though? Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's another one. Nick's charge, 1 out of 4. Oh, look, and then there's a little code thing at the bottom. D N. Okay. Okay. Anything under the table? No, doesn't look like it. These boxes are the same assets. This is where they're building an RCXD, though. I mean, that's totally clear. So we got the battery, we got the remote control thing, and we got like the frame of the RCXD too. That's cool. So we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 4 ciphers in here. Okay. Nice. Okay, so what are we doing with these then? Yo, I can freaking know. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I tested. How many headshots can you do at one time? And it seems like 2 is the max with that gun. Good to know.
That's
but more importantly, the shack is cleared out. Let's go check out what's in the shack.
So there's just the 4 the 4 things in here. The 4 ciphers, it looks like.
They're murdering the loyal ones. Listen, I love the loyal ones. I love them to death. I just needed to get inside the shack with less people.
Enemy soldier incoming.
There's no
He's
other
on
secret
a rampage.
I'm not seeing any other like codes or. People say there's a vent. Okay. So we just had this one new cipher over here. 3 out of 4 on PSG. What was this other one? Which one's this? 4 out of 4 for PSG. So I'm pretty sure we have all the ciphers now officially in the game. Like, these were all found in the game code. We all know that. But now we have them officially in the game. We know. Bam. Okay. We have all the ciphers. Somebody says there's a number on the roof. I don't see anything. Oh my gosh, I need to go over and find that ATV I had. Where's that ATV? So I can hopefully use that to get up on the roof. Where's my ATV?
Don't worry, I'll drive.
come on. There we go. Oh my gosh, can I not do it with an ATV? Oh my gosh. I can't do it with an ATV. Bro. Maybe if I try up front here. What if it's over here? Oh, there we go. I'm on the roof. Is there numbers on the roof? I'm not seeing any numbers. That's what people are saying though, is there's numbers up here. I think they're just trolling. Somebody says the numbers 115 can be found on, like, on the shack. There's no numbers. What numbers? Let's see what people are talking about with numbers. Modern Warzone says there's the numbers 115. Look right in the middle of the ceiling. There is nothing. Okay, those are my bullet holes. That's the gauge of the cable. So, what is the point of today then? Here, hang on. Let me go to the website again. Nope, okay. Still same deal. Hasn't been updated yet. So we haven't solved whatever it is for today. It hasn't been solved. So... What? Huh. Well, you know what? Wait, what is that? What is that? Somebody's saying that there's like Nova 6 gas that you can pick up now in Warzone and throw around. You can like try and kill people with. I've actually seen footage of it. It's pretty cool. I don't know how you get it.
I will drive. I found the bank. Best location.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and finish this match. But what are people smoking though? Like what does today do for us? So what are we doing with these codes that we get in the videos? Those, we haven't seen any relevance with those yet. Those haven't done anything for us. I'm so Somebody's saying Black Ops 4 got an update. For what? What do you guys think those numbers are? Because it doesn't seem like they really have much relevance to the other freaking thing. Like, do they have relevance to, like, the ciphers? Like, the Nick cipher and stuff? Like, those codes are way too long. So, I don't know what in the world we could... I don't know. We got overtime cash. I'm gonna try and deposit some. Oh, I forgot when you're on freaking ATVs and stuff, you show up on the minimap, huh? People are actually playing the objective. Oh! Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, shiz! They got me. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Oh well. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna steal all that cash I had. Cash lost. 16th thou. Woohoo! It's like nothing. Alright, so what are we doing with that stuff? Did Black Ops 4 get an update? What did it update? Second place. Woohoo! So maybe we should just watch some of the other videos. Well, what codes are we going to get from those ones, though? Oh, shoot, it's loading up. Oh, never mind. So, like... Guys, I'm so confused. So here, let me go back to this. So like, what do we do though?
I like literally don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
I'm gonna try Black Ops 4.
Numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Literally though, like I'm not kidding. The
I swear,
numbers,
people
Mason.
just make stuff up. So like, but you can never be too sure though, you know.
Like
okay,
literally the numbers, no. Mason.
Prototype Warehouse, he's saying that there has been no Black Ops 4 update. People are trolling. Okay, no Black Ops 4 update.
Here we go. Let's go back to the shack.
Don't have to worry about that.
Dude, like
Warzone again.
It's weird because all of the stuff in the shacks leaked early because you could get into them. You know what I mean? Like people could glitch into them. So it's like we're.
Okay, hang on a second. So basically, what he's trying to say though here is all this stuff was leaked early. All the ciphers. We have all the ciphers. Like, let me show you guys. We have the ciphers. We have them all. But we can't do anything with them yet. Like what are we supposed to do with these? We literally have every one of these ciphers. Look, we have all the Venona ciphers. We've got, which one's this one? We have all the PSG ciphers. We've got some of the Nix charge ciphers and the chem ciphers. We got all the ciphers. We literally have the files for all the ciphers. But we still can't do anything with them because we need new stuff for the ciphers, though.
Because it only has a certain number of days to do that. So, because
yeah, it's good that they're
so we have version 1, version 2, version 3.
Like they're actually giving it to us rather than being like, hey, well, you guys already have this information, whatever. Like it's good that they're officially giving it to us, but at the same time, it's like we already have this information, so we can't do anything with it as well. This isn't really getting us as a community anywhere.
Right? You see how it's blue and it matches up? What do you think about the code that is needed to break into that? The keyword, if you will, is perfectly the number of digits long that we're gonna get by the time it's version 3, and then say version 1. The phone number's already solved, right? So we have the phone number, we call the phone number, and we get it asks for a 6-digit code.
It hasn't been crossed off
What
yet
if
today,
that is the one that releases on the last day, so it's version 1? You know what I mean? What else could be useful in here?
I don't see
Where the
anything
boys at?
else.
I don't know. I'm in Discord.
Good.
Extraction is standing by.
So I don't know where the boys are at today. They got tired of hearing my voice, I guess. The other tapes updated the number. Yeah, I know. Holy crap! Did Warzone just crash? Oh, what the heck, brother? Okay, we're good.
It was doing that same thing to me.
Oh my gosh! I thought I was toast.
So
I thought I was toast, chat.
Let's see. Well, we could rewatch some of these videos again, see if there's anything new. I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess, right?
Arena for a sparring match between two worlds. The men who hold the power
Oh,
to
shiz.
right tomorrow.
What? Are these on, like, permanent repeat?
East and the west.
Yeah, look at this, look at the time. It, like, doesn't matter which video I switch through, they're, like, all about the same time.
World leaders who pay.
Okay.
Henry Kissinger joins the talk.
So we already watched that
with
one for today.
No national conflict in outer space as yet. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind. And its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because that goal
60.
will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too.
Okay. So this is like the middle of this
The
video.
ground forces of NATO have been alert against the military threat of the communist bloc. Now, Honest John missiles add to NATO's striking power.
President Kennedy begins a tour of 4 space installations at Huntsville, Alabama, where he is greeted by Dr. Werner von Braun, space pioneer and director of this research and development center. The missiles on display are dwarfed by the mighty Saturn rocket. This booster is the first stage of the rocket that will put the 3-man Apollo capsule into a 2-week orbit of the Earth in 1964. Preliminary to a lunar shoot. Gemini, which was developed here, will allow 2 men to orbit the Earth for 2 weeks and will be used for experiments in outer space rendezvous and docking missions. This winds up the President's first-hand look at our space program and our progress in the race for space.
This deficit comes from a recession. If we can take the proper action in the proper time, this can be the most important step we can take to prevent another recession. That is the right kind of a tax cut, both for your family budget and the national budget.
48 was the next one. Sorry.
Chiang Kai-shek, leader of the peoples of Free China on the island of Taiwan, heads the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the overthrow of the Manchu dynasty. 11 million Chinese, strong with their dream of someday wresting their homeland from the communists, are marking the day that saw the end of 4,000 years of monarchy in China.
Khrushchev declared, through the formation of the world system of socialism, the situation in the world has altered radically. At present, it is not circles whom. On December 2nd, 1961, Castro reveals, I am a Marxist-Leninist and will be one until the day I die. Socialism is a word.
28.
There is no halfway between socialism and imperialism.
Dang. It's going quick. So 60, 48, 63, 28.
Has maintained the closest
60,
surveillance
48, 63, 28.
of the Soviet military buildup on the island of Cuba. To halt this offensive buildup, a strict quarantine on all offensive military equipment under shipment to Cuba is being initiated. All ships of any kind bound for Cuba, from whatever nation or port, will, if found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, be turned back. It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union.
Communism's adventure in Cuba is a sophisticated one. Political, psychological, subversive, with paramilitary features. Can a democratic society, wherein the right to know and the value of knowing are basic, can a democratic society wage successful political, psychological, subversive warfare against communism? Leather is falling into step in the fall fashion parade. Finished in an explosion of rainbow colors, leather has been styled into smocks and sheath-top skirts like this eye-stopping pair. Just the thing for a day's outing at Sterling Forest Gardens in New York.
In Trafalgar Square, 2,000 Londoners demonstrate against the United States blockade.
Fidel Castro whips up a furor in Cuba, charging the United States with arming and training mercenary forces for an imminent invasion. He calls out some 200,000 militiamen for training and guard duty.
Somebody just said, what if the final 6-digit code is the release date? Ooh, that would be cool. That would actually be a really cool part of this Easter egg, being able to actually see the release date. Like, oh, bam. Because as of now, this has nothing to do with the game, really. Like, yeah, the Cold War time, like, we get it, guys, we get it. We get that it's going to take place during the Cold War. We know. That's the only actual information about the game we've gotten from these.
As he arrives back in Washington, the president hears more bad news. China has just invaded India. Is this part of a two-pronged communist assault? Now the president must weigh all the factors one final time, then make his decision, knowing that whatever he does, he risks nuclear war.
Meanwhile, the United States continues to reinforce its Cuban base at Guantanamo Bay, the naval depot that Castro wants the U.S. to give up. These Marines have been assigned the job of protecting the base against any Cuban threats that might arise during the present crisis.
Mr. President, I am submitting today a resolution to the Security Council designed to find a way out of this calamitous situation. This resolution calls, as an interim measure under Article 40 of the Charter, for the immediate dismantling and withdrawal from Cuba of all missile and other offensive weapons.
The inauguration of Abraham Lincoln as the 16th President of the United States is reenacted in the nation's capital 100 years after the event. There's a crowd larger than the original president this day, double the 10,000 of 1861. And the bright balmy day is in marked contrast to the gloomy overcast of a century ago. Scenes familiar from history books and movies come to life at the Capitol as Mr. Lincoln arrives. He is portrayed.
The following is the letter which has just been dispatched from the President to Chairman Khrushchev. I think that you and I, with our heavy responsibilities for the maintenance of peace, we're aware that developments were approaching
maybe that's a new one?
A point where events could have become unmanageable. So I welcome this message and consider it an important contribution to peace.
It urgently recommends that the United States and the Soviet Union confer promptly on measures to remove the existing threat to the security of the Western Hemisphere and the peace of the world, and to report thereon to the Security Council.
Earlier today, Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara announced that yesterday's photographic surveillance of Cuba indicated that the bases were being dismantled.
But with increased United States aid and instruction, Vietnam soldiers learn to fight back against the communist Viet Cong. Helicopters become a crucial weapon against guerrillas who strike, then disappear will-o'-the-wisp in marshes. Southeast Asia and Berlin are not the only hazard areas in the orchestrated struggle of the Cold War. There is Cuba, from which Bay of Pigs invaders hobble back when their ransom is paid. The President visits the big missile center at Vandenberg Air Force Base. He becomes the nation's first president to see an intercontinental ballistic missile fired when an Atlas D blasts off its pad to roar down the Pacific Missile Range in a perfect launch.
So what's changed? What's different now? Okay, it's rewinding all the way back to the beginning. Okay, it's going to play the tape over, and we were about 10 minutes in when we started it. So I think that Warzone code was the same, though.
The French army has seized Algeria in its revolt against de Gaulle. More on that later. In Laos, the government's army suffered its worst defeat of the Civil War, evacuating its last stronghold in north-central Laos. Now the communists may want to begin the ceasefire talks.
And I believe that in the 1960s, the United States can once again capture the imagination of the world.
Chicago, the Windy City, is both windy and snowy in the wake of a storm which leaves more than half a foot. Temperatures drop to 0 during the storm. San Francisco gets the heaviest snow in 30 years. Children, many of whom have never seen snow before, are more spellbound than snowbound, but they soon learn what to do with the stuff.
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
And will, to the best of your ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the
Yo,
United
what's up, bro?
States. So help me God.
Looks like there's gonna be another code real quick.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
So really, though, what are these
British
new
Prime
codes
Minister Harold
for?
Macmillan arrives in Key West, Florida for a conference with the President on the explosive crisis in Laos. They jointly declare determination to prevent the Southeast Asian kingdom from being taken over by communist-supported rebels. Also discussed is Britain's ceasefire proposal to Moscow.
60.
The Soviet Union willing to agree to a ceasefire in Laos?
We touched in conversation this subject. I have nothing to say publicly at this moment.
The look for 61 will recall the Jazz Age, and where Paris leads, the rest of the fashion world is likely to follow.
Here was a new symbol of communist ruthlessness. Overnight, East Berlin became a concentration camp, sealing in the inhabitants of that sector. Barbed wire and cement were the answers to the refugee problem.
Khrushchev repeats his threat to sign a separate peace treaty with East Germany, which he claims, wrongly,
08.
in Berlin.
Served with an order by East German authorities that all U.S. personnel must show identification before entering that section of Berlin, American troops answer with the only language the Reds seem to understand, a show of arms. Castro marks the second anniversary of his revolution with the biggest military parade ever staged in Cuba, featuring tanks and other heavy weapons from Russia and Red Czechoslovakia. Shortly afterwards, Castro demanded the United States Embassy drastically reduce its staff to 11 persons. It was the last straw in his long campaign of provocation and harassment.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal
before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish.
The assault has begun on the dictatorship of Fidel Castro. Cuban Army pilots opened the first phase of organized revolt with bombing raids on 3 military bases.
In Havana, Acting Foreign Minister Olivares shows diplomats rockets fired from the Cuban raiders, which he claims have U.S. marking.
These charges are totally false, and I deny them categorically. The United States has committed no aggression against Cuba, and no offensive has been launched from Florida or from any other part of the United States.
So what do these new codes mean?
Es un honor para mí el estar hoy entre un grupo de los hombres más valientes del mundo.
Castro gloated over his victory and told the world that Cuba was now a socialist nation and would hold no more elections. The next day, the United States officially proclaimed Cuba to be a communist satellite state.
15.
His first great success in space.
This next
when
code.
the Russians pushed a man across the threshold. He was Yuri Gagarin, the astronaut the Russians lionized as the first to...
93.
It was the propaganda coup of the year.
Today, this Redstone Mercury is the center of world attention as Lieutenant Commander Shepard walks to the elevator that will carry him 65 feet aloft to the capsule. It's 6:20 a.m., a moment of history. 2,
I want to go back to Black Ops 4. Like, it was cool that they had Summit, but is that really all that's going to happen with this Easter egg thing? Is they're going to just link Summit to it, and then the rest is going to be in Warzone? I mean, we know from leaks that the reveal event is going to happen in Warzone, but I would have figured he'd have a little bit more to do with Black Ops 4 as well.
115 miles up, he went 300 miles downrange, right on target, and was picked up by waiting helicopters.
37.
The triumph of Alan B. Shepard, U.S. space pioneer. As the captain prepared to leave the capsule, explosive bolts on the escape hatch...
What are all these codes, dude?
However, the moon gets closer.
There's so many of them.
Albany, Georgia. A Negro fight against segregation is led by the Reverend Martin Luther King.
And if necessary,
15. Oh my gosh, more codes. Dude, what? What are these codes for? This is definitely not a Warzone bunker code because this is already like 10, like double-digit numbers already.
Just why the Soviet Union would wish to detonate
08, bro.
Something about which we can all speculate.
At Oxford, integration at the University of Mississippi becomes a one-man crusade. When Air Force veteran James Meredith tries to register, the police lines are drawn, U.S. Marshals blocked. When university officials are cited for contempt of federal court, Governor Ross Barnett personally
25.
Meredith goes away, and the federal government ponders its next move. The forces increased tenfold and more. It is not enough to avert a night of rioting, leaving 2 dead and the campus the shambles of a battlefield. 75 students and other rioters are arrested. Among those seized, former Major General Edwin Walker,
That's the
who is
bunker code,
charged
isn't it?
with
Or the shack
insurrection.
code?
And
Warzone.
James Meredith becomes a duly registered student at the University of Mississippi.
Sir, there's been a great deal of turmoil and conflict. 2 people have been killed. Do you have any feelings of guilt? Have you given it any second thoughts?
I'm very sorry that anyone had to get hurt or killed. But of course, I think that's an unfair question to me. I don't believe any of you believe that I had anything to do with it.
On his return from a conference of Congolese leaders in Madagascar, at which it was agreed to convert the republic into a loose confederation. The streets are jammed for a parade in celebration of the decision. But red opposition to the plan is heated, and the pro-Soviet Antoine Gizenga, Lumumba's political heir, still controls key areas.
Okay, we're coming up on the stuff we already just barely watched.
The Congo's problems are far from over. Vienna was a neutral arena for a sparring match between 2 worlds. The men who hold the power to write tomorrow's history met, smiled, and resolved no problems. The dictator and the president, the East and the West. St. James Church in the Hudson River hamlet of Hyde Park is the scene of last rites for the First Lady of the World, Eleanor Roosevelt. President Kennedy heads the list of distinguished world leaders who pay last tribute to the extraordinary and beloved woman who is remembered as a humanitarian and one who loved her fellow man.
There is no strife, no prejudice, no national conflict
here we
in
go.
outer space as yet. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind, and its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but
60, okay.
because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because
Okay,
that challenge
so
is one that will...
there we go. So this is the code. Let me show you guys this real quick. This is the code we got right here. This is what we just watched. So this one has the new codes on it. So we have 60, 08, 15, 93, 37, 15, 08, 25, 60, 48, 63, 28. All different codes. This is the V3 tape of 61-62. Why are the codes are like getting longer, dude? Because this was the code we got from the tape we did today. Or is it... Did we even watch the whole thing? I don't know if we watched the whole thing. Or did we? But that was the code we got today, though. So something I did notice, though, during today's tape, though, is it had that, like, orange dot, though. Now, I don't know what that is. It has an orange dot. It could just be nothing. But it has, like, an orange dot. And it could just be part of, like, the actual video and nothing really to do with it, but... I thought it was interesting nonetheless. So I am going to go ahead and copy it over to this computer so you guys can take a look at it. Okay, so that code, try that. That is actually to open up the shack that is over by the prison, and in there we just got an Easter egg for the RCXD that's being built, as well as some more ciphers and stuff. So actually, I am now, let's go ahead. And let's go back to Noah. What's Noah doing?
Bix, Kelly, Elise World. All right, boys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. That is going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's episode of the Easter Egg Hunt. I will see you guys back same time again tomorrow. those of you guys who are sticking through, I know some of you guys just want to see the ending,
well,
but for real.
That's it then. All right. That's it for today. So day 3 is over, I guess. Wow. I didn't expect that. So yeah, day 3 is done. I guess that was it. Literally just exploring it. I don't know why Treyarch doesn't like do this a little bit earlier. Because legit, like it takes us about maybe 30 minutes to actually find the stuff in the bunker and stuff. And then it takes us, what, like, this is like an hour and 15 minutes in for them to finally update it and stuff too. So, okay, well. Alright, looks like tomorrow, dude. Tomorrow is the next code. Once again. Gosh, dude. This is nuts. Day 4 is going to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow, Monday, make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Give the stream a thumbs up. Make sure you guys are here back tomorrow for this. Because guess what, guys? Tomorrow is day 4. This is when we're going to be getting a new tape. And it kind of does look, you know what? Looking at this, it looks like it is kind of going in chronological order, though. Day 1 is 1961 to 62. We have 68, 69, 72, 73. What? Okay, hang on. This is just a theory, and I'm just spitballing here. So, we've heard rumors that this year's game, that Black Ops Cold War, is going to take place in the future, but it's going to have flashbacks to the Cold War. It's going to be kind of like Black Ops 2 in that regard, how Black Ops 2 took place in 2025. That's when Black Ops 2 takes place. But it has a bunch of flashback missions back into like the 70s and stuff, and like back within Black Ops 1. And it like directly connects to Black Ops 1 through flashbacks. People are saying and leaking that that's the same thing with this year's game. This game will actually take place in the future, but will either have time travel or flashbacks back to the Cold War. And it will link into Black Ops 1. So, yeah. What if day 4 is like sometime during the 80s or something? Or like what? Like next one could be still in the 70s. But what if it goes like 70s, then like the 2000s, and then like 2026 or something like that? What if the last one is something like that? How crazy would that be? That'd be insane. What if that's actually it? But I don't know. So once again, we're just going to have to find out tomorrow more details. Okay, I think tomorrow's actually going to be one of the most important days of this, because I'm pretty sure now we have all of the ciphers. So like, let me bring them up again, show you guys some of this stuff. We have found all this stuff. This has been in the game code for a few months now. We have had all of this stuff. So like the Venona cipher, we got all the Nick ciphers, we got the Chem ciphers, we got the Nick stack, we got the PSG. Where's that blue one? Oh, we got the purple one. Was that it? It was just those ones? Yeah. So we have all of these different ciphers and stuff. We've had them in the game code for a while now. People have tried solving them. We can't really solve them. There's nothing really to solve about it. But, yeah. So that, we found them, and now it seems like Treyarch is now, as far as I'm aware, they have shown them all through Warzone now. So now we, as a community, we officially have all of these ciphers now. I could be wrong. There could be a couple more that we are missing, because let me go back to it. How many things do we have? How many do we have here? We've got yellow, which is the next charge, orange, blue, red, so that's 4, green, 5, and purple, 6. So 6, and each one of them looks to have 4. So we've had, what, 24 things shown, and today they only showed off 4. So that would be 6 days of showing this stuff off, right? If they show them off 4 at a time, which I don't know if they have shown them off 4 at a time. Somebody correct me if I am wrong, but I think that they have now shown them all off. If they have, what that means is that now we're going to be getting all new information. So people are saying that we're going to get access to Bunker 1 tomorrow, because now we have all this information. Treyarch, they're going to be revealing some sort of cipher, something for us to solve the ciphers. We're going to go into a new bunker. That's my guess. Or at least if it is a new bunker, it's going to be going to a new bunker to reveal the last little bit of these ciphers and stuff. So my guess is either, if we're not done, tomorrow should hopefully be the last day. But day 4, tomorrow, we have 3 days left. And at the end of this is going to be what? The trailer? we still don't have any official information on that. Like, what exactly is it? Is it, are we having the trailer at the end of this? Are we having the official reveal at the end of this? Like, what is this? Like, and I'm sure it's only going to be the campaign, right? They're not going to be like, do all this stuff and be like, hey, multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, campaign. It's probably just going to be the campaign. But here we are halfway through August, and we still don't have the reveal of the game. So it looks like we're going to be getting an update every single day. So it looks like, since we, you know, it started out Friday, because we had that it first started actually out on Monday, but then we really got into day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are happening every day. So Friday was the 14th, Saturday was the 15th, today was the 16th, tomorrow's the 17th. I feel like it's pretty safe to assume now that we're going to have another one on the 18th and then the 19th. So on the 18th is going to be Tuesday, and the 19th is going to be Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be the final whatever for this thing. So I don't know, guys. Let me actually look at this real quick again. I want to see, is this... So that's what it looked like before. What do you think that last thing could be? Because it looks like, to me, that some of these other dates, like, they look kind of blocked out a little bit bigger, right? But this last one looks kind of small. I'm not sure. Hang on. You know what? Let's do a little bit of detective work. Let's see. Whoops. Let's do some detective work. I don't think that last one is a day in the sense that it shows off like years, because it just doesn't look as, I don't know. So hang on, actually, let me grab a screenshot of that. Okay, now I can show you guys. Okay, here we go. So we have this one, which, let me actually line these up. Yeah. Give or take. Yeah, for the most part, it's like right there. Right? So look at that. Look, like, the numbers, they're like thick enough for that. But here, let me take a slice of this. Actually, let's do like day 3. Now let's move it down. Is that really big enough to fit? Yeah, see what I'm saying though? See what I'm saying? These next two don't look like they're big enough to fit a date in here. Because look, it would be just like that though. So that's the thing I don't really get, is look at that. It doesn't have enough space on here to say day 5. I mean, actually, I guess this is, it's kind of a bad example. Let me go for this next one. Let's say day 2. Day 2 is probably the best example, because it's, I mean, it's a 3-letter word, it's not a 4-letter word. 5 is a 5-letter word, but still. So like, look. See what I'm saying though? See what I'm saying? It's not redacted enough for us to get like a full date, because it has to spell out, I mean, we already know. I mean, it says, because like this one makes sense for day 4. It still could show off. Well, could it? Could it even show off? Because look how big the thing has to be. Day 4. Look how small that little redacted thing is. I mean, it kind of works like that if I show it to you guys like that. Like, it says 1961, 1962. It could work. Could just be small enough, but it's a 5-letter word for 5. Or sorry. I'm retarded. It's a 4-letter word for 5, so it would fit, right? F-I-V-E would fit right there. Day 5. Or I guess, sorry, that's day 4. So day 4, yeah, still works. But then come down here. Day 5. F-I-V-E. It would end like right here. And like I said, we don't have like enough space right here for a full date for it to say like 1980 whatever, or 1990 whatever, through whatever. There's not enough space. And then especially like looking at the bottom one too, guys, there's definitely not enough space on this one. I mean, I guess it would say 6, but still, like that's not enough space. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, that was odd. Sorry, guys. Stream was just kind of crapping out there. But see what I'm saying, though? There's, like, not enough space for a full another date. So this is what kind of leads me to believe that this might not actually be any more to this cipher or this whole thing. I'm thinking tomorrow it's going to be another date. It's going to be whatever the end of the Cold War. Like, let me look that up real quick. When did the Cold War end? Like, 1991 was the official end of the Cold War. I mean, that's when, of course, like the Berlin Wall came down, right? But the Cold War really started in 1947, and we don't have any dates for in the 40s or even anything in the 50s. It literally starts 61, 62. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it was in the 90s. Is when the Cold War came down. 1989, 1990. But it was 91 the Soviet Union dissolved into Russia. So, I don't know. Could we even fit that in here? I don't think so. Guys, what I'm thinking, and I'm going to wrap this up here. What I'm thinking, though, is going to happen is we're not going to be getting any more dates for these last two. I don't think there's enough space here for us to get dates for, like, years. Instead, what I think is it's probably going to say, 8/18 Warzone event or something. Warzone something. Or 8/18 something. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. I could be totally wrong. Something could happen here where we could get more dates. I don't know. But that's just my thinking. I don't think they have physically enough space on here for that. And then somebody also mentioned that over here on the sticky note, it looks like there's enough space for something to be written right up top there. So, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments down below. But I think that's going to do it, guys. I mean, Trigger crossed it off for today, so it looks like we are done for the day. And, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks, though. Like, honestly, with all of it being data mined, it's like, okay, well, now we don't have, like, any reason to look at the ciphers because we know we can't solve them still yet. They've all been data mined months ago. So it's like, yeah, we get it officially, but we've already seen it. So it's like, it kind of spoils the Easter egg a little bit, whereas if we hadn't seen it, it'd be like, oh, hang on, here's another step to the next stack cipher. Okay, let's try and figure this out. Are we able to solve it? No? Okay, let's try it. Okay, no, we gotta wait for another day. I don't know, but yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna be done for the day on this. Looks like tomorrow, once again, it's gonna be 9 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Central, and 12 p.m. Eastern time is when this next step of this is going to be happening. That's when day 4 is going to go live within Black Ops Cold War, within Warzone, within all this stuff. Maybe we're going back to Black Ops 4. I don't know. But there you guys all go. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Peace.